Ngozi was a midwife, known throughout the village for her kind heart, gentle hands, and the wisdom passed down through generations of women in her family. She lived in a small, peaceful village nestled between rolling hills and dense forests. Ngozi's life was dedicated to helping bring new life into the world. Day and night, she assisted women in labor, bringing babies into the world with skill and compassion. She had delivered many children, from the children of farmers to the children of chiefs, and no one had ever doubted her abilities. The people of the village adored her, but despite her importance to the community, Ngozi lived a humble life. She had no great riches, no grand house, and very little by way of material possessions. However, she was content. She had a family that loved her, and the joy of bringing new life into the world was more than enough for her. One evening, as the sun set over the village, a wealthy merchant from a neighboring town arrived with his wife. The woman was in labor, and the merchant, who had heard of Ngozi's great skill, came to ask for her help. Ngozi, though tired from assisting another birth earlier that day, agreed to help the woman. The merchant, eager to ensure his wife received the best care, promised Ngozi a reward greater than any she had ever received. "Midwife," he said, "I will give you a fine house, more gold than you could ever count, and anything you wish. All I ask is that you help my wife deliver a healthy child." Ngozi smiled softly and shook her head. "I do not need gold or a mansion," she said. "I am happy with what I have, and my reward is in seeing the children grow strong and healthy. But I will help your wife." That night, Ngozi worked tirelessly to assist the merchant's wife through a long and difficult labor. She comforted her, encouraged her, and helped her through each painful moment until, at last, the baby was born, a beautiful, healthy baby girl. The merchant, who had watched anxiously the entire time, was overjoyed. His wife, though exhausted, smiled at their new daughter. The couple was so grateful to Ngozi that they offered her the rewards they had promised. Ngozi, however, declined the offer once again. "I am happy to help, but I do not need wealth or luxury. The joy of seeing a new life is reward enough for me." The merchant, although taken aback by her humility, insisted, "But surely you have something you desire, something that will make your life easier. Please accept my gift." Ngozi thought for a moment. She had indeed never asked for anything for herself, but there was one thing that came to mind, a request not for herself, but for the village that had always supported her. "I would ask for one thing," she said, her voice soft but clear. "Please build a well for our village, a well that will bring fresh water to all the people, so that no one must walk far for water again. A well that will be a gift to the children who will grow up here." The merchant was surprised by her request, but was moved by her selflessness. He agreed, and the next day, work began on the well. It took several months, but eventually a large well was dug in the heart of the village. Clean, fresh water flowed freely, and the people rejoiced. The women no longer had to walk long distances to fetch water, and the children could play near the well, knowing it was safe and reliable. As the years passed, the village thrived. The people became healthier, and their crops grew better thanks to the water from the well. Ngozi continued her work as a midwife, and her reputation as a wise and compassionate woman only grew. Her reward was not the wealth or luxury the merchant had offered, but something far greater, a legacy that would last for generations. She had asked for a simple well, and in return, she had given her village the gift of life, health, water, and the hope of a bright future. The merchant returned to the village to see the well himself and to express his gratitude. "I thought I could repay you with wealth, but you have shown me that the true reward is the well-being of the people. You have blessed us all with your kindness." Ngozi smiled and replied, "True rewards come not in gold, but in the lives we touch and the changes we bring to the world around us." And so Ngozi's name became known far and wide, not for the gold she turned down or the wealth she never sought, but for the village she helped transform, one child at a time. And in the hearts of the people, her true reward lived on forever.